Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you all? And I think and hope that you are very fine and well in health by the grace of Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Dear students, you are noticing that I am also very fine and well in health um, in health by the grace of Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. That's why, dear students, I request you please always say Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah for satisfying Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, our Lord, our uh, uh, the great, omnipotent, and our Creator, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala's satisfaction. We have to say, and we have to say always Alhamdulillah. Dear students, today I would like to take a preview class for you and about English grammar, and that is I have discussed on my previous classes. That is some items regarding English second paper English grammar, and it is a preview class. Sorry. Dear students, you know that we have discussed on our previous classes. I am writing here, that is phrase, clause, sentence, verbs, pronouns, that is pronouns and pronoun reference. Pronoun and pronoun reference, classification of verbs and its classification, finite and non-finite verb, finite and non-finite verbs, tense, narration, narrations, classification of sentence, that is simple, complex, and compound, etc. 9 items here we have discussed on our previous classes. Dear students, today I would like to make the question from each of the topic, that is phrase, clause, sentence, verbs, its classification, that is final verb and non-final verb, pronouns and pronoun reference, and also narration, tense, etc. I would like to make a question for you, and you will answer on your hand notes, and you will try to give your answer on the passage and comment box on my posting my lectures on my YouTube channel MKH Muzumdar, also on your group. And dear students, there for the first time, first question: what is phrase? What is phrase? You know that this the preview classes that I will ask you and you will answer me in according to the question, that is what is phrase. You know, phrase is a group of words. Okay, it's a group of words and also a part of sentence. Actually, the part of sentence, you know that the subject and the predicate. So the whole phrase can be the subject, and also the whole subject can be object also from of a sentence. That is a group of words having no subject and finite verb. Finite verbs. Here, this is the definition of phrase. You know that a group of words. It's a group of words. Is the example of phrase. A group of words. A bed of roses. This is the example of phrase. Okay. So the preview question is what is phrase. Only you will say having a phrase without finite verb or without subject, or it's a it's also a type of words, that is a group of words, a group of words, and it will be the part of a sentence also, and it can be used as a subject and also as a object of a sentence. Okay, now what is phrase? Only you will say some of the phrase, you can, that is phrase is also, it has a, now look, it has an idiomic meaning, that is phrase and idioms. You know that use phrase and idiom in your English second part books, and you know that such of a bed of roses and an ABC is it's a phrasal word, and many of the words here. So it has a idiomic meaning. The phrase has an idiomic meaning. Okay, what's clause? What is clause? Clause. That is, clause is a part of a sentence. Clause is a part of a sentence. It has a subject and a predicate. Okay. Clause is a group of words or a part of a sentence. It has a clause. Clause is a group of words. Clause is a group of words having a subject and a final verb. Subject and a final verb. That is having a subject and a predicate. A sentence is divided into two kinds. That is two parts. A sentence is divided into two parts. That is a subject and a predicate. This is the clause. A subject I and a predicate I learn English. I learn English. I subject and verb and object is included predicate. So clause is subject and predicate. That is a sentence, full clause. A full clause having a subject and a finite verb is called clause. So clause, what is clause? You know that clause is a group of words or a part of a sentence. Clause, please repeat with me, please. Yeah, all of you, please say with me. That is, what is clause? What is clause? Is a word. Clause is a word, and clause is a group of words. A group of words or a part of a sentence having a subject and a finite verb. This is called clause. Only definition. Today the preview class is making question about the topic. Our second question was, what is clause? Or clause is a group of words or a part of a sentence having a subject and a finite verb, having a subject and a predicate. Having subject and a predicate, and subject and predicate is equal to subject plus predicate is equal to clause. Okay. Now, what is pronoun? What is pronoun? Pronoun is a part of speech. Pronoun is a word which is used instead of or in lieu of a noun. Is completes it's a substitution. It's a substitution, and also it is used. It is a word which is a substitution of a noun. That is, which is used in lieu of or instead of a noun. Now our question was, what is pronoun? Actually, if we ask, please say an example, and give example of pronouns. You say only I, you, he, she, they, etc. But I, me, my, we, us, our, they, them, their, this, that, those, who, which, what, when, each, every, none, each other, one another, myself, yourself, ourselves, themselves, etc. This is the example of pronoun. Okay, dear students, and today please memorize. You can memorize it. That is, what is pronoun? The example of pronoun is I, me, my, we, us, our, they, them, their, this, that, this, these, that, those, who, which, what, when, each, everybody, everyone, nobody, no one, and each other, one another, myself, yourself, ourselves, themselves, and etc. The example of pronoun. Okay, now verb. Now, what is verb? What is verb? Okay, verb. Verb is the function, work, action. This is called verb. It is very simple, but the kinds of or classification of verb is finite verb and non-finite verb. It's a matter of regret that the when I say that what the verb item is which kind of verb it is. You cannot answer me. That is finite and non-finite. Today we will say only what is finite and the difference between finite and non-finite. Finite, what is finite and non-finite. Now finite and non-finite, that is finite খুব মনোযোগ দিয়ে দেখতে হবে, শুনতে হবে। ফাইনাইট হচ্ছে সেই ভার্বটা যেটা হচ্ছে the verb, finite verb, the verb is a word can be which can be changed, which can be changed by the changed as follow of the number, person and in its root. Root, you know, root is base, that is মূল। তাহলে ফাইনাইট ভার্ব হচ্ছে সেই ভার্ব যে ভার্বটার নাম ওই ভার্বের নাম্বার এবং পার্সন অনুযায়ী এবং টেন্স অনুযায়ী, সিকোয়েন্স অফ টেন্স অনুযায়ী পরিবর্তন হয়। যেমন যদি আমরা এখানে দিই, যদি read, learn, that is here learn, read is can be changed as a number, that is read as reads হবে as by s যদি কর্তা থার্ড পারসন সিঙ্গুলার নাম্বার হয়, যেমন সে পড়ে, he reads, সে শেখে, he learns, and read is read in past form, learn, R-A-R-N-E-D, learned, read. Learn. This is the example of finite verb. And finite verb সমাপিকা ক্রিয়া অর্থাৎ যে ভার্বটা সম্পূর্ণভাবে বা পরিপূর্ণভাবে তার অর্থ সম্পাদন করছে, অর্থ মিন করছে আমাদের কাছে, দ্যাট ইজ আমি পড়ি, আমি শিখি, আমি পড়ি, আমি শিখি। বাট নন ফাইনাইট হচ্ছে এটার বিপরীত, যেটা ইন রুট অ্যান্ড নাম্বার অ্যান্ড পার্সন অনুযায়ী পরিবর্তন হবে না, সেটা হচ্ছে নন ফাইনাইট। Okay, that is non-finite verb is the verb is a word which cannot be changed, এটার বিপরীত cannot be changed। তাহলে কি হতে পারে, আমরা একটু আগে পড়লাম read, তাহলে এটা হবে to read কি, এটাকে to reads, to reading এইভাবে বলা যাচ্ছে না, সো এটা ইনফিনিটিভ, this is called non-finite because number পার্সন যে তাকে পরিবর্তন করতে পারছে না, to read, to read, to read, but read এভাবে পড়া যাচ্ছে না, অথবা he to reads হচ্ছে না, and এটা ইনফিনিটিভ। আর এটার সাথে যদি আমরা আইএনজি ফর্ম যোগ করি তাহলে এটা হবে জিরান্ড or present participle, রিডিং। ওকে, এবার আমরা যদি বলি এটাকে, তাহলে এইভাবে এটাকে পরিবর্তন করা যায়, দিস ইজ নন ফাইনাইট, ইনফিনিটিভ জিরান। এছাড়া আরো জিরান নন ফাইনাইটের আরো উদাহরণ রয়েছে, পার্টিসিপল মধ্যে রয়েছে প্রেজেন্ট পার্টিসিপল, পাস্ট পার্টিসিপল এন্ড পারফেক্ট পার্টিসিপল। হ্যাভিং রেড, হ্যাভিং প্লাস ভার্ব 3, হ্যাভিং read or having learned or having gone there, this is also the example of non-finite verb. So non-finite verb is a word which cannot be changed by the fall of the number, verb and its roots. Okay, so dear students, finite non-finite verb gelo. Now tense. What is tense? We can define the tense as the time, that is tense is time. You also, tense is the time, your Simple answer. That is tense is the time. Also tense is the time of action. The time of action. Okay, the time of action or the time of work. The time of work. This is tense. Okay. Now, very simple. We can say there are three times. There are three times of past times, or present time, and of future time. Also, I have a time also, a secret time. For person to person, many of the individuals, they have a secret time for their personal, that is personal time. It is also a time. It's my আমার আরেকটা টেন্সের আরেকটা প্রকার বের করি, সেটা হচ্ছে গোপন সময়। যাই হোক, তো মূলত সময় তিন প্রকার, একটা হচ্ছে অতীত, বর্তমান এবং ভবিষ্যৎ। তো এখানে তোমরা জানো টেন্সকে আরো চার ভাগে ভাগ করা হয়, দ্যাট ইজ ইনডেফিনিট, সাধারণ, সিম্পল, কন্টিনিউয়াস, চলমান। সময়ের মধ্যে অনেক, যেমন আমার এখন পাঠদানটা চলমান হচ্ছে, পারফেক্ট, ঘটমান, দ্যাট ইজ আমি গত ক্লাসে যেগুলো পড়িয়েছিলাম এগুলো আমার ঘটমান, শেষ হয়ে গেছে, ঘটে গেছে। অ্যান্ড পারফেক্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস। পারফেক্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস অতীতে, মানে আগে ঘটেছিল, আগে নির্ধারিত সময় ধরে হচ্ছিল, এটা পুরা ঘটিত। সো টেন্স এখানে আমরা বলতে পারি যে প্রকারভেদ, একটা হচ্ছে চলমান থাকবে, একটা হয়ে যাবে, একটা সাধারণ থাকবে। দিস ইজ সিম্পল, যেমন আমি পড়ি, আমি পড়াই, আমি স্বাভাবিক, আমার একজন শিক্ষকের নেচার হচ্ছে সে পড়ায়, আর একজন স্টুডেন্টের, ছাত্রের নেচার হচ্ছে সিম্পল, হচ্ছে সে, তার বৈশিষ্ট্য হচ্ছে সে পড়ে। তো স্যারের কাছে পড়ে, কলেজে পড়ে, স্কুলে পড়ে অথবা বাসায় পড়ে, এটা তার নেচার। একজন স্টুডেন্ট, ছাত্র, যে সে যখন পড়তে থাকে বা পড়ে, তখন তার পেশাটা পড়া থাকে। আর একজন শিক্ষক, সে পড়াবে, টিচ, অলওয়েজ হি টিচেস, অ্যান্ড দ্যাটস ওয়াই এটা সিম্পল, ইনডিফিনিট। আর কন্টিনিউয়াসলি যখন চলমান, যে কোনো বস্তু চলমান, তোমরা এটা ভালো করেই জানো। আর ঘটমান, পারফেক্ট অ্যান্ড পারফেক্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস। Now, from our previous class, what is narration or speech? Narration or speech. Narration or speech. What is narration or speech? Narration means, you know, that is something narrating, as narrating something. Narrating something. Narrating something. That is also informing news. Informing a news to the listener. Listener. Dear students, here is speech. That is speech. You know that speech is talk. Speech is speak. When we are speaking, this is called talk or speech. But a narration or speech is called, that is something narrating, or narrating something to others, or narrating something to the listeners. Okay, so narration is direct, can be direct or indirect. Direct or indirect. It is direct when I say my speaking in my language, the speaker will say personally. The speaker, when the speaker delivering his speech of his own, that is will be direct. And when the speaker's speech, the speaker's talk, the speaker's saying will be narrated by other one by other man by another man, that will be narrative speech, and also it is called indirect. So he says he is a doctor. He says he is a doctor. This is the example of direct. And indirect, he says that he is a doctor. Now direct, এটা হচ্ছে বক্তার কথা, বাট এইটা বক্তার কথা নয়, এটা অন্য একজন ব্যক্তি বলছে যে সে বলে যে সে একজন ডাক্তার। ওকে, নাও সিম্পল, কমপ্লেক্স এন্ড কম্পাউন্ড। Dear students, simple. What is simple sentence? Very simple. What is simple sentence? Simple sentence is a sentence which is a clause, which is an individual clause.